Hi, I'm Jake from the Iron Neck, and today we're going to go through our core and rotary stability workout. So ideally we go through this 3 rounds of 10 reps per exercise or per side. So we're going to start with a half kneeling straight arm circle with one of our bands here. So we're going to take a knee, so the knee closest to the anchor point is going to go down and down like this. I'm going to push the handle out away from me. I'm going to look to do 5 circles one direction. Right now it's counterclockwise, and then I'll switch. So lower body's pushed down into the floor, giving me a stable base, and I want to move the arms in as big a circle as I can manage without losing shape here in the rib cage or drawing too much attention to the lower body. When I switch, the inside leg is going to go down, shoulders going to come down and back. I'm going to grab the floor with the bottom of my foot here and start with as big a circle as I can manage. We'll do 2 more. And then we'll switch directions. Two left. And here, as big a circle as you can manage. Rib cage stays down, shoulders stay down and back. The next exercise we have is a unilateral chest fly and a split stance. So if I have my right hand with the band, that right foot's going to go back. I've got this glute engaged and my rib cage is going to stay down. Shoulder blade is going to squeeze together. I'm going to bring this forward. So this is a bit of anti-rotation for us as we get ready to go 3-dimensional and rotate through time and space here in just a second. So we'll go 4 more on this hand. Again, this right glute is locked out, pushed forward. I've got a good balance between the feet. I'm going to do 2 more. Yep, and then we're going to switch. So I'll step back, some tension out of the handle, switch, and then again in that split stance. So nice balance between the feet. Shoulder blades are going to start squeezed together, and I'm going to pull with the chest in here, stabilizing what's going on all the way down to the ground. This low anchor point will tend to sort of want to pull me back and around, so I'm fighting hard to keep the rib cage down, keep the glute involved. We're halfway through this one. All right, we'll go 3 more times in there, trying to get the hand to the center line of the body. Once more now. All right, I'll come back and I'm going to step back, put some tension out of the handle. The next exercise we're going to do is a lunge stance, lift and press. So we're going to attach our full bar here. I'm going to walk out with the anchor point on my right to start. And that same deal with the inside leg closest to the anchor point is going to go back. I'm going to lock myself in here with tension on both sides of the hips, down through the feet. And I'm going to grab both ends of the bar. So I have a straight arm and a bent arm. I'm going to reverse that now. I'm going to straighten this arm out until this hand's roughly in the center. And I'm going to push away. Asking a lot of my midsection, right in this frontal plane here with the bar, and then pushing it out through here. So I'm going to lift and press. Right, so asking some of the shoulder blade work to do here on the same side leg. Working in multi-planes now, challenging my balance. All right, so we'll go 3 more lifts and press. To advance this, you could use a heavier band, but obviously we don't want to lose the shape. We want to be sort of in this genuine lunge with my rib cage down and my posture up. So we'll switch sides now. Outside arm is bent, inside leg is back, inside arm is straight. And I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to straighten this arm out and press and return. Switch there. This hand out here on the outside isn't passive, right? I'm keeping that shoulder blade contracted. So right now that right shoulder blade is working really hard. That left glute has locked me in place, and it's helping me deal with this 3-dimensional force from the bar from a low anchor point. So we'll go 4 more. Lift, press, 2 more. Right, Arm bent, arm straight. There. Next exercise is going to be a rotary squat. So we're keeping the hands on the edge of the bar here. We're going to squat down just a touch, and then we're going to rotate up and around, pushing the bar away. The bar comes into our chest. I'm going to rotate down into the squat. I'm up on the ball of the foot. As I push away from the anchor point, I'm squeezing this left leg here. This glute is working really hard. Right, so thinking of like a golf swing, coming over the top of the ball, pushing the toe down, rotating up and around this way, an extension with this other hip. Limiting factor here would probably be your squat, being able to squat down and rotate and come up and around. If that's a problem for you, just get to where you can. You can start here in a high squat, turn the hips there. All right, so some of these modified versions in here, we'll do 2 of those. Just pushing. And extending the arms. And then we'll switch sides. So we'll split these reps, sort of 5 of those modified ones and 5 more advanced. So starting with the modified version, I'm just pushing the hip up and around, extending the hands. Pushing down equally, right? Both feet. And then that left foot is going to internally rotate. We'll go 1 more of these modified ones. Just extending there. This glute is on, rib cage is down, and my hands are working a bit. To go with more of the advanced one, I can squat down deeper and get up and around onto the ball of the foot and fully extend the arms. So down deep into my squat, up and around. We'll do 3 more like that. Up and around. Down deep in the squat. Last time. All right. Next exercise that we have is a single leg RDL. And we're going to use the body bar here to get that. So if I pull back the anchor point here, the banded is on the left side. That's the leg that's going to work because I'm creating tension through the band right to work in through here. So I'm going to slightly hinge at the knee, and I'm going to push this heel up and back until I feel that glute turn on. And like the Romanian deadlift, I'm going to get to about mid-shin or the kneecap. What we're looking for there is a bit of stretch. So once I feel the hamstring stretching and I can feel both sides of the hips are on, then I've done the job. I don't need to push my back into this round shape at the bottom and reach really hard for my toes. The idea is that we're loading the glutes and hamstrings and working there. Right, so I push this heel up and I bring the hips back underneath me. Working hard to keep the foot nice and flat, big toes down. And this leg, this off leg is working, pushing up through the glute. Right, when we'll switch sides. So I'm going to turn the bar over. I'm going to get this anchor point on the right side. Now my right leg is going to be moving, left leg is stabilizing. So I'm going to push back until I feel that stretch. And what we're working on here again is a single leg stability. Right, it takes a lot of work to stabilize your body in multi-planes on one foot. So asking a lot of the core and coordination in the lower body. Right, back's gonna stay nice and flat, doing that work at the hip. So we'll go 4 more. In there, big stretch, that's good. 2 more. Good, and this last one, right? Hands back, hips back. So that's our core and rotary stability. What we're hoping to get out of this is a lot of activation from the rib cage down, opening the hips, the quads, the hamstrings up, and a lot of stability in here. So being able to separate the pieces, being able to internally and externally rotate, looking to do better tennis, more stability in your golf swing, which is going to lead to more accuracy, more power generated in a baseball swing. So any of those sports that you can think of in that rotary action, you'll be better centered, more power, more accuracy, less likelihood for injury.